Does your mower sometimes click whenever you're trying to start it? And you might think it's the battery. And sometimes it could be. But obviously, when it turns over like that, it's not the battery. So what's causing it to do that click? Every once in a while you get it to turn over, but still you get that click. This right here will be your problem, solenoid. I'm going to show you how to verify that it's your solenoid and how to change it. Quick way to make sure that it is your solenoid is to use a jumper wire, or sometimes people just put a screwdriver on there, to touch these two bolts together and close the circuit, make your starter motor spin. If it engages your starter motor, that's telling you that it is your solenoid, that the circuit's not closing. Let's see if we can get the starter motor to spin. Yep. There you go. Got it to spin, got it to crank, and in a bind, if you don't have a solenoid, you need to cut your grass or whatever machine you're using. As long as you have the key on and the choke, you can start it with this jumper. So that right there tells me that it is the solenoid that is the problem. That it, for some reason, every 4 or 5 turns of the key, it will kick off, but turns before it, and you get a click, 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 click. It will eventually get worse. All right, obviously every solenoid and mower is different. This one is on a big block Vanguard, I believe it's 29 horse, on a Grasshopper 729 big block. Yours may be a little different, but they're all work pretty much the same. First thing I got to do is take the starter off. This one is a 1/2 inch. I'm sorry, 1/2 inch. We'll need you an extension. They like to make these hard to get to because they want you to bring them to the dealer. Unplug this. And there we go. Our starter and the solenoid. These are the teeth that engage the flywheel. That starter's good. Just need a new solenoid. Take the solenoid off. Just gonna pop these little screws off. Oop, don't lose that. I say screws. This is little nuts. Solenoid sits up inside of that. One thing I forgot. This nut too has to come off. As you can see, it is connected to the starter. So yeah, definitely got to pull that off. Don't force it off and break that. Just use this little screwdriver just to slowly work a little piece of copper material over the end of the screw. Try not to damage it. There we go. Now that's off. Solenoid will slide right out. That is your solenoid. Starter and solenoid. Alright, got my new solenoid here. One thing I noticed after I bought this solenoid is that Briggs and Stratton discontinued the other model. So I'm wondering if there was something wrong with it. And this is the replacement. So we'll see. Oh, look, I'm already putting it in backwards. This copper piece, this ground right here, has to connect to this side. I'm just going to slide it back in. Like so. Push down on it. Put that piece of copper back on. And put all the bolts back on. And then we'll put it back on the mower. One other thing I forgot to mention, you see the little plunger deal there? You look inside, that has to slide inside of that. So it's already kind of angled up. You just kind of start it out to the outer edge, it'll slide right in. It should sit in there. Before it didn't quite sit in there. You might have seen it pushing up. It should sit flat in there just like that. All right, got the new solenoid on. Like I said, it does come with new nuts, or at least for this top post, positive post. Comes with new washers, lock nuts, and a nut. Now we're going to put it back in. And if you're, I don't know if you can see from there, but you can see the flywheel right here. So obviously it needs to go in like so, where the teeth can jump out, grab that flywheel, and just slides right back in. And I don't know if you're doing this on a grasshopper like I am, but go ahead and start that bottom bolt. Go ahead and find the hole. Be a way less pain in the ass. We'll slide this in. All right, finally got it back installed, good and tight. I'm just gonna plug everything back up. Remember how it goes. The wire goes there. All your terminals. Washer. Lock washer. And nut. You don't want to tighten it too much. Just good and hand tight enough to pinch that lock nut. You don't want to break the post. That's good. Cover all this back up. All right. And one thing I didn't mention, always make sure you disconnect your battery just to be safe. And I did that beforehand. I just forgot to mention it. Now I'm going to connect the battery back. All right. Now let's test it. All right. We shouldn't have any more clicking. It ought to just engage every single time. There we go. As you can see, good as new. Cranks up every time, no more clicking. Solenoid was the problem. Not very hard to do. It only took me about 15-20 minutes. So if you get in a bind, your mower's clicking, it ain't the battery, probably the solenoid. Hope this helps you out. If it helps you out, like, follow, subscribe. Thanks.